It is I, the People's Choice, Don Rodriguez, along with the big guy KG and the Nubian Sumo, coming to you for another Saturday night on the Mothership. Ready to talk all kind of crazy stuff as it relates to wrestling, and sports, the entertainment. Gentlemen, how's it going this evening?
Going great, but we gotta get out of this format. We got to do something. I don't know if we're going something here.
Like we playing it up. We moving playing the shell game.
Yeah, we got to move out because that way, I can do a little bit more. All right, here we go. Let's do
you
that.
Happy with that? Does that make you feel good, Dave?
That make me feel good.
Speaking of feeling good, we haven't done this in a little while. Mr. Sumo's over there pouring a little drink. Lighting up a little twin. So go ahead and tell us what you got there, sir.
Nope.
Oh, shit.
Wow. Okay. Wow, it's like that? Just going to keep it to ourselves?
You've had 1 year to show us love because I've been showing you love. I've been putting all kinds of people on game on here. Bottles and cigars. And what do I get? Crickets.
Who gave him crickets? What's he talking
about? So if I'm getting crickets, you getting crickets. Play silly games, win stupid prizes.
All right. I got you, dog. I got you. Oh, shoot. Background aside, you can hear it. You can't see it. So in other
words, fuck you. Pay me.
Damn. We just leading off with the smoke, huh?
You knew it was coming. That's why you asked.
Well, see, KG. Really? At the top of the show? I didn't even get a chance to get revved up. It's hollow to me. Normally, what I'm saying, I enjoy and get the endorphins of, working him over and getting to the point to where I know he's about to deliver that line. Now it just ruins everything. So I guess
now you just mad because I didn't say it about you. I haven't said it about you in a while. See, that's that masochist in you. You like it when I say it to you. You just missing that I don't say it to you anymore. And the reason why I don't say it to you anymore is because I know you like it. So you really earn it in order to get it now.
Oh, trust me. How about I can earn that. That's something. You haven't in a foregone conclusion.
Haven't in a while.
Don't worry. Every situation comes naturally, and when it does.
Oh, and where did you learn that from? You learned that from me too, didn't you?
No, I learned that from my superhero, John Cena.
Okay.
So since Sumo doesn't want to engage and tell us anything, I'm going to tell you my drink of the night is being sponsored or brought to you by hydrogen and oxygen. 2 parts hydrogen, 1 part oxygen, to be precise. That good old-fashioned agua.
Well, how about you put an extra oxygen in there and then drink it?
You said put an extra what in there?
Put another oxygen and put some more oxygen in there and then drink it. How about that?
See, why you gotta be disrespectful? I'm trying to tell people.
Why don't you drink some H2O2 for all of us?
Well, I spill a little right next to you in a live wire. Why you gotta be so hateful?
Why you looking like that, KG?
You know what?
I'm scared to say anything because I might be next.
I'm gonna make a phone call, and you'll be like, "Oh man, I know her." And the next thing you know, you're gonna get a clubbing on the kneecap.
Okay.
Why me? Why me?
Don't let me with the time.
You can get that Nancy Kerrigan boy. I'm gonna tell you, she ain't got nothing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
She'll get you something to do. She'll mess with me.
I'm gonna lock you in a room with Sonny. How about that?
I'll put on the. Oh no.
Like you only got 2 choices in this room, dog.
No. He lock him in. You lock him in the room
You
with
want
Sonny.
the top bunk or the bottom bunk?
Nope. He got 4 choices.
Almost
No chance.
I'd rather have a total eclipse.
Got 4 choices.
Oh man, yep. Sumo gonna be in there like, I don't want to be your body, Donis.
Yeah, Sonny. Sonny can't do me but go away.
Oh man, that's tragic. Well, Nubian Sumo aside, we are here once again to be able to talk about what's been happening this week in the world of sports entertainment, wrestling. And one thing that came out that I wanted to put on the docket, just because it's interesting, we have talked about the rules of engagement, the rules of the game, more so specifically kayfabe. Now it's being rumored that very soon there will be a WWE behind the scenes show. And the question is, do we really need one? And we're not, at least from the early reports, it's not Total Divas-esque, but it could be. But if it's, just, pulling the curtain back, is that what we need to be able to, pull the curtain back and see, stuff that we shouldn't? Or would it be good for business as we transition into the Netflix era, I guess is what we can call it? What's your thoughts on that, guys?
Well, from what I read, it's supposed to be more so like the Ferrari behind the scenes Ferrari show that they have on Netflix, which is supposed to be a really popular show. So, but then again, even with that said, it's too much going on behind the scenes, visibility in the WWE anyway. I mean, they do it to themselves. They don't need help doing it. So, I mean, I don't see the need for it. I don't see the need for it other than for content.
Yeah. But would you be okay with it if it actually followed other people, like Charles Robinson, who's in charge of the ring crew? Stu from the cameraman, a little bit more from the producers, what Jason Jordan is doing in Gorilla, things like that. Something a little bit just off to the side. You get a glimpse in the window.
Less the wrestlers, more of like the actual
business
behind the scenes.
Yeah,
I can see that. I can see that, but that's not. But that's not what it's going to be because
I know that's not what it's going to be. They're gonna Cody Rhodes it. Yep. And then we were thinking about this, so let's go to rehearsal and let's work through the match, and we don't need to see that, even though we know what it is. We don't need to see that. You got to keep some stuff close to the vest and the magic, because if the kids start watching it, because they have access to Netflix kids, other stuff, so they can pull up the Netflix of their parents. If they start seeing too much behind the curtain, in my opinion, then there is no more magic. That's just my opinion.
I beg to ask the question. I beg to ask a question. If you want to do behind the scenes, how far behind the scenes do you really want to go? Because we're in an era where everybody feels that kayfabe is dead. I think I'm one of the few people that think kayfabe is still alive to a certain extent. But if you go behind the scenes, how can you really protect kayfabe? And I mean, what are you going to do? You're going to go behind the scenes of the storylines? Is that what you're going to do? Like, this is not necessary. This is not needed. This is not going to work.
Yeah. The only way, if they're going to do it that way, instead of speed on X/Twitter, I would put that on there. Because it has to be in small enough chunks that it's going to make you want more without giving too much away all at the same time. Because, when you have, smart marks like us and you give us enough video imagery, I'm already, who's that? Who's that? Oh, I can't believe I see so and so in the background sitting next to so and so up in the rafters. I see this. I see that. Oh, wait a minute. Is that a lamp that must have been, testing out something for the wide six? I'm, and then the internet is even worse. I thought I was pretty good, but them fools are going through fact checking and doing stuff like it's the goddamn election. That's where you run into the problem. And then you start seeing, somebody was commenting on a picture with CM Punk standing next to Drew McIntyre pre-show.
Yeah.
Kind of hard to sell Larry and all that stuff in the bracelet if they just literally just standing next to each other chilling. Can't have Roman and Cody over there, playing hopscotch or I declare war or something, at ringside. Doesn't make sense. The only one it makes sense to is Michael Cole and Bayley. That little, banter back and forth because it's not a relevant thing overall. But I mean, I don't know. I get it. Like you said, it could be just a content grab, but we don't need to sacrifice the business for the content. But let us know what you think. I mean, if you like to see behind the scenes and get all the info, I mean, pre-social media, that's what we really wanted. So don't think it's not something that we're not open to. I know for me, all I wanted was just to get any glimpse of, and when Total Divas came out, I could care less about the women's storyline. I just want to see the backstage segment to see how things are, who's at the makeup, where makeup is located, where the signage is, which era would they be pointing to get to Gorilla, where's catering. That's really what I'm looking at. But now it's like you just open your phone, scroll through. Oh, okay, that's pretty much everything I need to know. And then you move on. Speaking of moving on, I'm going to ask you all a question because with this little bit of information, I had the first chuckle, but then I had to think, this is a rabbit hole that could go pretty deep. RVD has launched an Only Wrestlers website. Who would we like to see on that website?
I got a list.
Exactly. You thought I was just going to talk about it in general copy. Like, no.
No. Wait a minute. Hold on. Before we get, like you said, before we jump into this rabbit hole.
And it's deep. That's what she said.
What exactly is this Only Wrestlers website going to be? Is it going to be OnlyFans for wrestlers? Or is this just going to be some random photo shoots or whatever from wrestlers that just want to put up content? I mean, I ain't saying it's going to be like explicit. We know it ain't going to go that far.
Why not?
But I mean, it could be that. But that's what I'm saying. Is it going to go that far? Is it going to cross that line? Or is it just going to be like PG type stuff?
Well,
that we heard it's actually going to be.
We could take this two ways. We could take it from what we would like to have it be and what it truly is. So, you think Rob Van Dam and, like, okay, where's this going? And with some of the companies.
And I believe, and even though Rob Van Dam is pretty much the face of this thing, it's his wife.
Oh, yeah.
It's more his wife than it is him.
But as it, if you go through the website, only wrestlers.com, it is very PG-esque at the moment because it's still in its infancy. But from what they're saying, just reading it out from a day ago, they want to introduce, fans from, actually, hold on, let me get to the description. It's destined to be much more than just the best platform. Yeah, destined to be much more than just the platform or the best platform to follow, engage, and support your favorite wrestlers and promotions. Only Wrestlers presents the OW Association. Get ready to unleash your passion for wrestling like never before. Introducing the first ever fan-ran wrestling promotion where you have the power to shape the future of the promotion with your votes and ideas. Join us on this epic journey to build a wrestling promotion from the ground up and let your voice be heard in the ring. There are two ways to participate in this exciting new promotion and have your voice heard. You can subscribe and support your favorite wrestler, or subscribe and become a wrestler of the OW Association at onlywrestlers.com/OW Association. So
It's not what you
it's
think it
almost
is.
like a not a GoFundMe. What's the other thing like GoFundMe? Maybe it's GoFundMe. Kind of startup Kickstarter.
Like
That's what
Kickstarter.
Yeah,
Kickstarter.
a Kickstarter promotion type situation. I guess they would be eyeing it as like a Twitter X type situation for wrestlers, or for you to promote your indie stars. So mainstream wrestlers, you're not pretty much going to see, but your indie darlings, that's where you'll start to see that emerge. So unfortunately, it's not what we would like, but it's a great and smart play on words just to get people to look at the site. Now, with that being said, and us being who we are, if it was really what we would want RVD and his wife to put out there into the streets,
only wrestlers,
who would we like and or expect to already sign up? So my first one would be Lacey Estrella, aka Lacey Evans.
She already got something like that.
But I would. That's like I said. Who would you like, or would you expect to also be on there? So I would expect her to provide content, on that page. But like I said, it could be one of those two.
Jordan Grace.
Really? Well, she is close.
Well, she
she's got her own little thing.
She can ready shut her OnlyFans down.
Yeah.
Really?
That WWE?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly why.
Yeah, her
with that
move. She was supposed to be ending her contract with Impact like in June or July, but they pushed it up to January.
I'm quite sure. It's also, first of all, it's a coincidence, Royal Rumble. Secondly, I'm quite sure they put that as part of the negotiation. Hey, we'll do this partnership. What do you want out of this WWE, Jordan Grace? What do you want out of this TNA exposure? And okay, we got you. Let Joe Henry come over. We got you. We'll make sure that people know TNA again. So in order for a contract to change like that and them lose time with her, come on now. That had to have been some smart booking and that contractual end.
Is doing almost like I was wondering why she's been cutting the promos she has been recently. Because she's getting ready to do they're getting ready to have a pay-per-view here soon. And she's supposed to be defending the title against Masha Slamovich.
Mm-hmm.
The promos that they've been having with each other, she's almost talking like, she's giving those farewell type. This is my last run type.
The Mickey James special is pretty much where she's at. Yep.
She's not really saying you can kind of tell from her verbiage that I'm wrestling everybody I want to wrestle on my way out. That type of stuff.
You waiting for a nice little video package with some eclectic music on it and just showing her all her favorite matches and stuff. So yeah, I agree with that.
If I got to throw another name out there,
oh yeah,
Natty Neidhart.
Yeah, she's pretty close already to it, but she's not dipping her toe as far in the waters as her sister.
Did it?
Yeah, I was Natty.
Well, I know if I get
That's
Natty, I'm
close
gonna get
second.
the sister, so I'll take that.
I don't know if TJ would let that happen. I'm surprised he let them, he lets her take the pictures that she does now. I'm like, Natalia, you're getting kind of close to this here.
Like, come on now. In this day and age, like you gonna really stop.
I know in this day and age, but TJ, Tyson Kidd, he seems so prudish, I guess. But then again, those could be the wild ones. He could be 50 Shades of Grey with that one, so you never know.
Him and Natty going out and finding somebody to share.
Like, you like cats? All right, good. Come on over.
I got a cat for you.
That's right.
I got a nice hairy
out of the back trunk. I like some Buzzy.
Do you like them with or without hair?
Heck. I like them all natural, just as they come. I like to comb through the forest. What about Nikita Lyons?
No.
I took the time. I waited.
That boy stuttering.
I waited. Oh, look. I waited until today so I could actually be fully entrenched in that match that she had last Tuesday. Oh boy. Woo, that was a lot of something in the ring that night, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Between her, Vice, and then they had the nerve to bring Jada Parker into there. Miss Parker.
But let me ask you this while we're there. What's up, Midnight Rider? While we're here at this level of NXT, before Nikita Lyons got hurt, she was the end all be all. She was just, you just leaned over and asked where that thing was. That was the one.
No, it was her and what's the girl?
Lash Legend.
No.
Lash wasn't there
before
yet.
She got hurt. It was her and was it Caden?
Caden Carter?
Caden Carter?
Yeah, I think it was her and Caden.
Not at that level, though.
Smacked on her ass. She looked around.
Caden can't be slept on either, but
not slept on. But
let me tell you something though.
Okay.
Nikita Lyons. I mean, for her to be 20, and I looked today. I actually looked today. She 25 years old now. I didn't realize she was that young, first of all. Second of all, she did not look like that when she was in Glow.
Mm-mm.
No, she put on weight because she had to put on the weight because of the knee. She's been working out since she's been out.
Man, when she was in Glow, she looked more like, who could I put her? She looked more like what's her name? The tall, lanky one in the NXT, the beach girl, Soul Rocker.
Soul Rocker, yeah.
She looked more like Soul Rocker when she was in Glow.
Right.
Going by what she call herself? Something the Lioness. Anyway, but when she got to NXT, I was like, I didn't even recognize her. I was like, that's her?
Yeah.
That's the same one?
And you know what her boyfriend did as soon as she got to NXT? Married that up real quick.
Yep.
He shut that mess down. The moment she got that contract, wedding. And he's like 20 years older than her. The dude like 45. Can't blame him.
But she seems like that though, because she was, she's always been into music. When she was in Glow, she was all into the rap music. She has that. What do you call it? The white girls that want to be black kind of influence. She's got that. She got that in spades.
Was black.
But
if she is, what she might be. I don't know. I don't know her background.
No, I mean she ain't got no black in her.
She's the anomaly. Let's call that it. You know, she's. I'm assuming she's from Georgia. I hope so.
Over hear that.
But
mean,
the question I was posing is this:
if she wants
you
a
know,
black
back
Emma,
then, you know, she was like it. You just turned NXT. It was like, what the heck? You know, she was like the ninth wonder of the world almost. She's pretty close to that. You just look like, what is this? And I'm gonna keep watching. But that was it. She got hurt a year later. You just named them. We've got Jada Parker, Sol Rucker. I mean, Shawn Michaels, Last Legend. You know, he's got some
Lola Vice.
Yep. He's got some opportunities.
He had Alexa Lopez. He brought him up Lopez in the end.
Mm-hmm. And now she coming back into that fold, and it's like, I got options. Like last year, killing it. I mean, Nikita, you killing it, but
strip club in Atlanta off of Buford Highway called Follies. Everybody called it 31 Flavors. That's what NXT is right now. 31 flavors.
Yep. You segments.
Can't go wrong with any of them. I mean, you got the whole color spectrum up in that joint. If you ain't
about NXT,
I'm gonna start calling Shawn Michaels Lenny from Sanford and Son. My name is Lenny. And if I ain't got it, they ain't.
Somebody said Shawn Michaels to steal something from the Midnight Rider. Said Shawn Michaels has a type. And when it comes down, they always say, "Oh, Triple H don't like black people," but the women that he is putting in NXT and building that women division with, all you got to do is let them do their thing when they go to the main roster. When I tell you, you put Lash Legend, Nikita Lyons, Kaden Carter, Jada Parker, you put all of them with BBL Bailey, Nia Jax, Charlotte Flair.
Hey, Bailey in comparison.
Hey. You can't put Charlotte in there.
No.
You can't put Charlotte in that group. I'm sorry. Charlotte belongs with them 304s that he be putting on at the beginning of the show. No, don't be putting do not besmirch those women's names with Charlotte Flair.
Come on, Ashley. Come on, girl. Come on. I'll take you. But yeah, Nikita's, I think now she can no longer rest on, in all seriousness, you know, her particular figure. Now she's got to perform. Because out of all the segments that they have, you know what I'm saying, dumps like a bulldozer is pretty much on all of them.
But I don't think it's a problem with her performing, though. It's just the fact that she gets hurt so easily.
Well, yeah.
I mean, she almost like the Grand Hill of NXT.
That's
true. She just constantly gets hurt. She's forever since she comes in, stays for a couple of months, she ends up getting hurt. She's out for a year.
Does that mean she needs to go lean and lose her assets? Pun intended.
No. I think she needs to just be more careful with her moveset. Because she does a lot of kicks, she does a lot of spins, you know, she does a lot of stuff that puts her off balance a lot. So if she could cut back on some of that stuff and start doing some groundwork, maybe we might protect her more. Because, like, you know, she's supposed to be like a martial artist. So that's why you see her with the nunchucks. That's why you see her with all the kicks and whatnot, you know. But no, if she starts working on doing a lot of groundwork, if she stays on the ground like Nia, if she has a moveset similar to Nia's and then includes some of the martial arts, then yeah, she'd probably be better off. But all that stuff that she does that gets her off balance a lot, she needs to calm down on that a little bit.
Yeah, if she works big, then yeah, I agree with that. Excuse me. I agree. Anybody else y'all think should go to Only Wrestlers?
Pipe and Niven.
Oh, really? So somebody want a little bit of extra extra to hold on to?
It's something about Piper Niven and Bailey Piper Niven. It's something about Piper that I just like. When they made her drop, I was like, you gonna kill her momentum. And they did. But now she's back to Piper. Have you seen her on IG? Boy.
You know what? I'm just gonna tell y'all I'm very disappointed. I'm gonna tell on y'all. The one opportunity for y'all to go ahead and say something, the one opportunity for y'all to go ahead and name somebody, the one opportunity for y'all to go ahead and advocate, be an advocate.
She got her own too.
That a super fan.
She don't need wrestlers. She don't need only wrestlers. She does that on Instagram. So I mean, you know.
I just thought it was funny. I'm like, I know they're gonna say it. I know they're gonna say it.
So you know, she don't need only wrestlers. Plus, she does her own thing. She's really DIY. She's really DIY. So she don't need that only wrestlers. She don't need that. I ain't gonna even put that on.
Okay, I was just curious.
Would it be nice? Yes, but that right there. See, saying that from Faye Jackson make you upset. It'll make you upset. It'll make you like punch holes in the wall because you like. I need it in my face. I need it in my hands. I need to touch it. I need to feel it. You know, it's a lot with that.
All right, so we're gonna take it back to elementary school.
Those three are automatic.
Let me finish. You gotta say which one ain't gonna do it, which one could do it, and which one would you like to see do it. One ain't gonna do it. Which one could do it, and which one would you like to see do it? So
Mary Kill or whatever like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Bianca ain't doing it.
Right.
Naomi could. No, Bianca ain't doing it. Jade could. Naomi would.
Okay. Sumo?
I say Jade wouldn't do it. I say Naomi would and Bianca could.
All right. I go Bianca wouldn't because we know somebody, Montez, would knock her block off. I don't think that's possible.
No. You haven't seen those pictures that she already put online. You ain't seen them lately.
Come on now.
You ain't seen what she been putting online there.
I'd say Naomi could and Jade would. That'd be my breakdown.
I'd see Jimmy saying no to Naomi before Montez says no to Bianca.
No, Montez would say no to Bianca, but I know that Naomi, she would break the internet. If she pulled a Samantha, internet's done.
Samantha Urban is another one. Baby, yeah, Samantha. Baby, yeah, Samantha. Baby, yeah, Samantha. Ooh.
You had that man going a cappella, Samantha. He didn't even have to hit the button. He going a cappella.
No. I mean,
he got the falsetto and everything.
Yep.
I mean, you got to think about it like this. Of course, I mean, I don't think it's going to be what you think it's going to be, but just in case that it could,
Yeah, you're right. Mae Young, I'm with you.
No, I don't know how she look after you dig her up. She might not.
She probably so good enough to get a hand out of it.
Oh, that's just bad. That's just no. You just made my stomach turn on that one. That's just nasty.
Oh man, Oh, I'm so glad. So glad I could gross you out there, sir. You're welcome.
That's just nasty.
Nasty work.
Hey,
The
it's
People's
rough.
Choice Don Rodriguez.
It's rough out here in these
Nasty
streets.
Thug nasty. Hey, Rod, you know he wrong for that. He is wrong.
Wrong, dead wrong.
Oh man, it's rough out here in these streets, gentlemen. That's all I gotta say about
I got
that.
one more. I got one more.
Okay.
I got two more.
All right.
Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley. Ooh.
I don't know. Liv don't. I wouldn't see Liv going all the way that way.
But see, here's the thing about Liv, and she's admitted this herself. Okay, Liv is all about the angles.
Mm-hmm.
You got to see Liv in a certain angle in order to get the right picture for her.
Yep. She probably at
You
least like
know?
40 pictures in before that get posted.
Right, exactly. Just like when she was up in the stands that one time and she turned around and she had to, that
Yep.
she knew where the camera was.
Mm-hmm.
She knew exactly how to stand at that angle.
Hendry.
Exactly. So yeah, she it's all about the angles with Liv Morgan. Not saying that she ain't a bad girl, but it's all about the angles with Liv Morgan. Rhea, yeah, I can see Rhea. Now I'm gonna give you a sleeper.
Yeah.
What's her name? Isla Dawn.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And
Isla Dawn is a sleeper. Next time you see the unholy union in the ring, you pay attention to Isla Dawn.
And who used to be the OG sleeper before Rhea decided to technically copy the look a little bit? Jamie Hayter.
Yeah.
Jamie Hayter was doing the leg strap thing and all that, and was getting over, and then Rhea picked it up.
I was thinking about that earlier today. About 90% of women in wrestling right now do the leg strap thing now.
Yep.
And they do it to keep up those that don't need it.
Yep. Thanks, Rhea. Now everybody think they got to have that to get over. Like, no.
They do it to get over because you ain't got because they doing that to accentuate the booties. I mean, you got to come out. You coming out here and you got to compete with folks like Bailey and Bianca Belair. Come on now, and
guess who's not going to be doing that?
Not no scraps. There's not using scraps. Come on now.
True that. So, all right, let me ask y'all this question: if you could name two of the prettiest women in wrestling, just purely without makeup, who would they be? My first two, my two, Naomi and Bianca. No makeup, just straight, you know what I'm saying, crust in the eyes, waking up at 6 a.m. Yep.
Bianca and Nia.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, definitely Bianca. Definitely Bianca. Nia's a good one. Who else would be out there without makeup? That's rough.
Makeup, just drop dead.
You don't really see them without the makeup. You don't really see them without the makeup that much. I don't know. That's rough. That's a rough one. Bianca definitely though. We've seen pictures with Bianca without her makeup, so we know she's a natural beauty. She doesn't really do too much to herself. But
I'll say somebody that's just out there on on the cusp. Yeah. Carmella.
Okay, I'm gonna go outside of WWE.
Yeah, I mean, it could be anybody. I'm just
I'm gonna go outside of WWE. I'm gonna say my two are Chris Statlander and Tony Storm.
Okay. Raj has got Bianca and Jada Parker. I agree. Jada's another close one right there.
Caden Carter.
Caden Carter, yeah. Caden Carter's a natural. Yeah. She's pretty much
take all the makeup off. Yeah. I can see she could get in there. What about your girl, Sumo Athena?
I was just getting ready to say. I was getting ready to call her name. Literally, I was about to call her name. You're right. Yeah.
So that's interesting. It was just something that came to my head because, as much as we objectify sometimes, we do recognize that there is definitely just some natural beauty out there.
Hey. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh, we objectify.
That's not objectifying. We admire. We love. We appreciate.
Yeah. And some of us show up at people's houses with boxes for delivery.
I don't show up at nobody's house with no boxes. I mean, that's if you was talking about me, because you could be talking about Sumo, so I don't know who you're talking about.
Package though.
Oh no, we know. Like, yeah, I'm here to deliver this package. Fresh, open the door. Oh, I got these boxes for you.
See, I'm having trouble with the camera. That's why I turned the camera off, because I'm like on this delay. So I got to fix that. So I'm trying to fix that. But let me tell you something. Don't get mad at me, because I got the goods, hun.
Excuse me, package for Jordan Grace.
Yep. Like, I don't see no package. You know where it is. It's down.
You know. Yeah. You know what it is.
Y'all ain't never gonna let me live that down. I told y'all that, and I marked out about it.
Oh, we know you did. Probably left.
That's why I marked out about it.
And y'all ain't never gonna let me live that down.
Absolutely not.
Dude, never happened.
Absolutely not.
Nope. Can't do it. It's too funny.
Delivering that Adam and Eve product, and you trying to act like, trying to play it cool.
Hey, who did this come from? It ain't got no name on it. Hey, I'm just delivering.
Yeah, I didn't even order this. Like, hey,
just got your name on it, don't it?
That's right. Just keep getting ordered. I'm just delivering. I'm just your delivery.
Sign here.
Yep. And then finally you hit the jackpot. Hey, well, took you long enough to get here. Let me give you this package. Yep. Oh, KG.
It's so small. They say, you know what they say about small packages.
Y'all fun.
Let me get some more.
You know what they say about small packages.
KG, you gonna take that dog? Oh God. Ooh. Ooh.
They say big things come in small packages. So I'm just saying.
Don't try to pull it back now, James.
Yeah, you don't want to take it a different direction.
There's only one way that you gave it.
No.
Wow. Let's go ahead and transition out of that and talk about people getting their feelings. Because we know at this point, KG is probably in his feelings. The Bloodline saga.
I got to live out a dream. What about you?
You said what?
I got to live out a dream.
We know you was trying several times. You delivered. She was just never.
Man. It's all out of jealousy, man. It's all out of jealousy.
If he was in Florida, we know Nia Jax would be visited.
But see, I met Gresham. I was good with that.
From the waist up.
That's my guy, man. He was just really, really cool about it.
He had to be. He had no choice.
Yeah. Because some random linebacker size dude just walking up in there like, got your packages, dog. Like, yeah, I could beat him, but I'll leave him alone. Thanks, Joe.
It ain't like you mushed him face to the side, but like, yo, where your wife at, man? I ain't here for you. Your wife's name on this damn package. Give me. I need her to sign off on this.
Heck yeah, he probably was wearing a Jordan Grace T-shirt too. Somebody walking up in there to deliver boxes with a Big Mama Pump shirt.
Possible.
Quite possible. Oh, I know. That's what I'm saying. I know it's possible. So, going back to
I'm the juggernaut, bitch.
Oh man. Yep, that probably would have ended up on Only Wrestlers 2. KG sitting there. I'm just here for the action. So going back to the bloodline. So we did talked about, several times in the past few shows about where we would like to see the storyline go. Who's going to be with on Team Roman come Survivor Series. Team Solo is pretty much a lock already. Maybe one more, maybe not. Just depends on if they're going to go 4v4 for Survivor Series War Games or if it's going to be 5v5 traditional. But my question to you gentlemen is looking at the buildup, which started technically last week, 2 weeks ago at Bad Blood with Jimmy coming back. And then last week with the first interaction of Jimmy and Roman and SmackDown. And then on Raw this week with Jimmy and Jay. And then now culminating with Jay coming to SmackDown, facing off against Solo, verbally jousting. And then also the beatdown of Roman and Jimmy at the end of SmackDown for the second week that they are ending at that level with Solo and Bloodline 2.0 defeating the OTC. How do y'all feel? Are you liking the direction? Is it moving at the pace you want to with the players and the conversations and the promos? Do you want something else? Is it missing something? Should Paul Heyman be there? I mean, what's your thoughts about where we are? Because we're running out of time. Halloween is 2 weeks away. And then, we're on a 20-some day countdown to Survivor Series.
Yeah, it's fine the way it is to me. I mean, you don't really need to have everything come to a head until right at Survivor Series. And then you're also going to have your surprises coming into the Survivor Series. They probably won't even, the way it's looking right now, they're probably not even going to include Hikuleo until Survivor Series. He might be like an afterthought after the match is over. So I don't know. It's just up in the air right now.
Do they need Hikuleo?
You would think they would need Hikuleo now because they need a fourth, at least a fourth. But you don't know who the fourth is going to be. So they could pull the fourth from somewhere else. Like you said, it could be. Who knows? I mean, Sami Zayn is out of the picture right now for whatever the reason that is. You haven't seen Sami Zayn in a few weeks. I'm sure you're going to see him in Saudi, but as far as the Survivor Series pay-per-view, we don't know yet. Like I said, they're probably going to hold on to Hikuleo. Zilla is out of the picture right now for whatever the reason they are holding on to him.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a matter of them getting two more people. That one of them will most likely end up being Jay, because the bloodline will probably just end up jumping Jay, and Jay will come in just to get at the bloodline. Yeah, I'm still not down with y'all, but I just want to get a piece of the bloodline, so I'll join in just because. So that type thing. So I don't know. It's just up in the air right now. But it's going fine to me where it is. I mean, Paul Heyman's already said, I don't want to come back unless I have an absolute good reason. And there hasn't been a good reason for him to come back yet. I mean, they keep mentioning him like he's like, they want him to come back, but I don't see a reason for him to come back anytime soon. At least between now and Survivor Series.
Agreed. What about you, KG?
Leave it the way it is. And when it comes down to Survivor Series, give me 5-on-5, man. And I agree. Don't bring Heyman back yet. Heyman has to come back when Roman comes back full time. And then it's got to be that battle for who runs the bloodline. As long as it don't take a whole with the bloodline whole thing is it's more people in the bloodline than it is on the roster, a la NWO. So,
oh no, they've learned their lesson with NWO. I mean, a lot of everybody in wrestling has learned their lesson off of the NWO. So you ain't got to. I doubt you got to worry about that too much. Yeah. I mean, the NWO almost killed the whole business.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
you can't have the entire roster as part of the NWO. Sting can only do it so much. That's all I'm saying.
Sting
but I
was
was just
hero.
Yeah. I was just curious, just because I think also it's going well, but I'm also looking at how fast are they going to have to move pretty soon. Because something's got to happen where we got to start jumping and really, putting some extra meat and potatoes behind what's going on to really kick it into the need for it to be a War Games match. The only other way would be, hey, you want to do something, let's go ahead and fight in War Games or Survivor Series, but we got the numbers. We 4 deep. It's only you two. And then there could be just surprises that show up. If it's going to be current superstars that are joining Roman and Jimmy. And how many more times does Jimmy got to get beat down before Jay gets involved when he's there? So, just curiosity. I want to make sure that, we're pretty much aligned with where things need to go when it comes down to the bloodline, as well as, that story, because it is still the best curated story in wrestling, in my opinion.
You know what that's the example of?
What's that?
Long-term booking.
Mm-hmm. Are you eating dinner?
No.
No, he just got a hot pocket.
I ate dinner already.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He's having a snack.
You munching on something over there.
He's having a snack.
Uh-huh. Is it smooth?
Smooth-ish.
Yeah, just a little stubble.
Yeah. Yeah. Just a couple curls here and there is what you're saying.
This is bad shave.
Oh, he was like, "What does it sound like? This fool eating something to eat, getting something to eat." Literally, the stuff that happens. So
let me ask this question: Is she holding the microphone?
Not yet.
Not that microphone. Talking about the microphone you talking into right now.
No.
Oh, okay. It's just laying on her stomach.
No comment.
See, y'all, you wrong. It's a kid's show.
This is not a kid's show. Never been, never will be.
That's true. All right, so let's talk about once in a while you get to see a good old-fashioned mollywop. And this right here on AEW was a good old-fashioned mollywop. Now,
but it was
I will give it to Leo. He made Shelton look like $10 million.
Did he not now? Hey,
but I will also say, Shelton, you ain't have to whoop that boy behind. That's almost like one of them Tony Khan vendettas. Hey, if he try to come back full time, You're going to have to beat him in.
Sheldon Benjamin. Hey, look, that is a 49-year-old man that was in that ring the other night, Wednesday night. That has not been on the independent scene in decades, right? So he had to come in. He had to establish. He had to make an impact. He had to remind folks of who he actually is.
He did. He hit it with that. Allow me to reintroduce myself. I beat Brock Lesnar in the NCAA in wrestling.
Come on now, hey, but everybody involved in that match, I give credit. I sat there in awe of that match. That's the best. That's probably the best match I've seen in a few years.
Mm-hmm.
Just a regular match on television that wasn't a pay-per-view. That's like that. Leo, and y'all know how I felt about Leo Rush. I give to the world to Leo Rush for his performance in that match. I'm just saying, he knew he wasn't going to be able to win that match, but what he did everything right in that match. Yep.
And he put Shelton over bigger than he put over Bobby Lashley.
Yes,
and Bobby tossed him, but Shelton. Like I said, I thought that mess was a personal vendetta. It was a misunderstanding.
Which shows you his maturity.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for him to be in WWE and the match that he had with Lashley compared to this one. I mean, look at the time frame that we're talking about. Look at what's happened in between that time with Leo Rush up to now. It's his maturity. The maturity that in Leo Rush right now that has caused that to bring that match to this fruition, and I can bet you any amount of money that MVP asked for that match.
Yep,
that's not something that Tony Khan put together. MVP was like, give Sheldon to Leo Rush.
Mm-hmm.
Let me show you what's up. Let me show you how this really is supposed to be.
Yep. And here's what that match showed. Because if anybody is listening to, Eric Bischoff or even Jimmy Cornette, one thing they always say, every match does not need to be the daggone Cirque du Soleil. And that's pretty much AEW in a nutshell. Everybody's flipping, jumping, dancing, trapezing, you know what I'm saying? No selling, doing a reversal of the reversal. Like, wait a minute, you just did a daggone Tiger Driver. How you kick back up? And that's supposed to be a finish. You know what I'm saying? They did a match, and it was not about the flips and all that stuff. Leo Rush is going to do his thing because he's a cruiserweight.
Right. He's a flyer.
Of giant individual versus the David versus the Goliath, the little guy. But they wrestled and told a story, and it was dynamic and dangerous. And that is the match at the level that AEW should be at. Everybody should have been at the curtain just like, holy hell. That is what's going to keep us, employed. That's what's going to fill the other half of the arena. That's what we need to do. We got the talent to do it, but not everybody has come through that machine. Now, Aleister Black could say, well, all right, if they're doing that, can we get back to what we need to be doing here? Buddy Matthews, you already got him. Neville or Pac, you've already got him. That's a whole nother cluster that knows how to do it. Toni Storm has been through the machine. She understands, that level. Saraya understands that level. You've got people that can actually lead the charge into that and help them get there. Or just let them flip all over the place again and write that off. Because after this, Shelton needs to go against somebody else that can do that. And I think that should be the Murder Hawk Monster, or it can be Brian Cage. I think that would be a great match for Sheldon. Shelton. Wardlow. I think Shelton Benjamin could bring Wardlow back into the fold. There's some people there that we could have matches like that. But I will say, after that match, I expect Leo Rush to be part of the Hurt Syndicate. They have to call back to that for the respect when Bobby gets there. Hey, kid, I saw that match you had with Shelton. I'm going to give you one more chance to come and join us. And at that point, Leo's going to be like, all right, Bobby. I'm in. I don't want to take your ass whooping. God dang, Shelton almost killed me.
You see who all he's giving the cards to, MVP.
Yep. As it should be. I figured that's probably why you're doing that.
You see who all he's giving the cards to. He ain't giving the cards to just anybody.
Right. As it should be. Because Bobby needs to be your your headliner. He needs to be the guy that people are going to pay to see. That you got Brock Lesnar coming over in essence. If he was to bring in Bobby before Shelton, it wouldn't work. We saw that with Mercedes. I would also, what's your thoughts on this? Bring Mercedes into the Hurt Syndicate.
Yeah, I do that. She got a card. Why not? Yeah, I do that.
Why?
Because her character isn't fitting.
Help. She needs the help.
Yep, her character isn't fitting. It doesn't make sense.
She's the worst investment in AEW right now.
Mm-hmm.
She needs the help.
Yep.
And having two belts, and it's a shame because having two belts ain't even helping her.
Well, it's half her fault, half Tony Khan's fault. Because he's doing the same thing to her that he did to Jade. Why you have two belts, but never challenge for the belt? Two belts, and you can't even cross the property line and come over and be like, "What's up? We can only be in passing, huh? And that's it."
Well, everybody's not the original Becky two belts.
Everybody may not be original, but as much as you're paying her to be the tagline champion. That's what you're paying her to do.
She's probably the top. She's most likely the top paid woman in AEW, if not in all of wrestling.
So why can't she? You gave her a title. Why doesn't she have the title? Now that Tony Storm and Mariah May is done, I get that you had that storyline cooking for the long-term storytelling. But now, if you're trying to do something, they need to cross paths. She can drop the other belts, just legitimately just drop it. Or she can do like Kenny Omega was before he got truly sick and had to walk away. Be the belt collector. Walk out with 3 belts. You could really make that into something. Then you bring her into the Hurt Syndicate, and then she's got some extra clout. Now we got 3 belts under, MVP can, cut the promo. We got 3 belts. And we're going to take the World Heavyweight Championship for the men. And we're going to take the Tag Championship. We're going to take it. Then you got that faction situation that you can curate, and then it could be almost NWO-esque. We got this dominant faction that's taken over, and then we need Team AEW to help take it back. And it can't be led by the Young Bucks. That's not believable. It has to be led by people that you wouldn't believe, like Christian.
My thing is, though, it's good to bring you. I see what you're doing with Leo Rush, and I agree bringing Leo Rush in only because he has a past relationship with MVP and Bobby Lashley.
Right.
But you know who they need to bring in. To the
who?
Samoa Joe.
Oh,
Not only are you bringing the Hurt Syndicate together, but you also bringing in the Beatdown Clan from the back.
Yeah.
If you don't put the band back together, you got to have your drummer.
But yeah, I would agree with that. And then that would be part of that scenario that I was given, where you have, the Syndicate being the strongest and most dominant in there, and they're just running roughshod.
And then put him
You
and
have
Shelton, and then put him and Shelton together for tag titles.
Oh yeah, done. And then you have Bobby take the belt off of Mox.
Right.
Blackpool Combat Club versus the Syndicate. You know, you got Marina Shafir versus Mercedes. You know, you could do some stuff there, but it's going to have to be.
Leo Rush goes after the TNT title.
Yep, and it's going to have to be. You can't put it on Darby because the pillars that they originally had aren't it. You're going to have to get some people together that are uncommon foes. Christian, MJF, Aleister Black or Malachi Black, Jack Perry. Who else? Wardlow or Brian Cage. You know, it's going to have to be a motley crew of people that are just so fed up with it, they just band together. And then you can have a Battle Royal-esque thing at Arthur Ashe Stadium or a steel cage match or a full encompassing blood and gut situation, stadium stampede. You could, just let them fight. Even with the women going up against each other, jumping on the men, doing whatever they need to do for a stadium stampede thing. That would be epic. That would be their only answer to WrestleMania, in my opinion. Because there's nothing else that they have right now at all, just thinking about it, that they can compete with WrestleMania with. And they just start planning for that. Last year, they moderately made it through. But this year, they have nothing. And that's with MJF back. It's an uphill battle for them.
Speaking of WrestleMania, did you guys hear that they want to do WrestleMania in London?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they've been pushing.
At this point, does it matter where it is?
Anyway.
Does it really matter at this point? I call it an institution, maybe not an American institution at this point. Because they're so international now, it's just a natural evolution. That's just me. That's how I look at it. I wouldn't be offended or whatever. But if you do go overseas, I need it to be one day. Don't give me 2 days of that one. That's going to be exhausting. The crowd is already get you jacked up.
The only reason the AEW is not putting all in London next year is because WWE is going to be in Wembley Stadium at that time.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they put it. That's what they are going back to Wembley. AEW is, but it's going to be another show there that next year. It's not going to be all in.
And again, you see the WWE working that program. This is the only reason why in my head the Khans aren't trying to take over, because Nick Khan is screwing Tony Khan every single chance he gets. He's like, "Oh, y'all trying to do that? Nah, we're gonna be over there then. We're gonna have to block you on that one. Oh, you trying to take? Nah, we're gonna make our way to Japan too. We're gonna go ahead and do that Forbidden Door thing and let that happen. Oh, y'all had TNA? No, we're gonna show TNA exactly how we could put them on the map. All right, then." They're systematically almost pushing out Vince McMahon 2.0.
Oh, don't forget the Meg Stallion thing.
Oh, yeah. And Cardi B, all that.
See, here's my problem with that. Now I can understand pay-per-views in the UK. Mm-hmm. I can understand. Hold on. Which one of y'all listening to on Nickelback?
No, either one of us.
No. Are you listening?
He's talking to one of his keys.
No.
Can you turn it down?
No, I'm about to say.
He's over here. He can't hear a word I'm saying. He's listening to Rockstar by Nickelback. I know the song because I used to play it all the time. I understand why he's listening to it, but not right now.
If it makes you feel better, we can't hear it.
Yeah.
The only thing we hear is all that crunching and munching you doing.
Nobody crunching and munching over. It's all good.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All that slurping there.
Yeah.
Mind your business now. Mind your business. But I can get a UK pay-per-view, Ireland, Hell, if you wanted to go to Japan, I get that. These are wrestling hotbeds because you have wrestlers from there. You can put on these type of shows. But going to London for WrestleMania is a staple. I mean, let's be honest, it's an American staple because this is the way it goes. In my honest opinion, you have the Royal Rumble the last Sunday in January now. The Super Bowl the following Sunday. The following Sunday after that, you have the NBA All-Star Game. That's 3 weeks. And then you have your pay-per-views all the way up until April. Once WrestleMania hits, and whatever city WrestleMania is going to hit in, it's in a fever pitch. I don't think you're going to get the same pop. I don't think you're going to get the same love for WrestleMania the way that Philly would give it to you, the way Vegas, New Orleans, Dallas. Hell, put a WrestleMania in DC.
You know, I disagree.
For that.
I disagree. You see how they've done on other pay-per-views, and that's why they're gauging by. You know, people are willing to travel for WrestleMania. You've seen that happen. And since there has not been one outside of the United States in so long, people are, you know, how can you miss something if it won't go away? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You don't think that there are people in the United States that won't drop that ticket to go to London for a week?
They dropping $3,000 for a nosebleed.
Right.
And 45% of WrestleMania attendees are overseas.
Right. A lot of those folks that come over here for all those WrestleManias from around the world probably have a shorter trip going to London.
All right. But you also have to look at this archetype as well. They're positioning themselves for WrestleMania to be an Olympics. Olympics is not tethered to any particular country. It travels. Highest bidder.
Highest bidder.
And you have Netflix that can air it once Peacock is done in 2026. So, you know, that's a whole nother thing right there.
I just feel like it's like the NFL games that go overseas. It's like that. I feel like it's just taking something away from us. And I'm not saying that they don't deserve it. Rod say not a big enough arena. What you mean, to do it in DC? I mean, if you want to get,
yeah, where would you put it in DC other than RFK? Or
you can do it.
So it's called right now.
It would go to RFK.
I'm sorry, not FedEx. Northwest Credit Union.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. Where else would you go?
Closed? Because we know the only problem with
no, it's not.
The weather. That's the only problem is the weather. The weather would be a factor. Too much of a factor. Philly was already pushing it.
Hell, they just made the announcement that did you hear the announcement about the Super Bowl?
What'd they say?
They talking about putting the Super Bowl back in Atlanta in 28.
Ooh.
That'd be a clusterfuck.
Let's go ahead and let's do an open letter now.
Nothing has changed in Atlanta since 2000. MARTA hasn't changed. They haven't put in any of the hotels that in the Atlanta area. Nothing. No, they haven't changed the infrastructure. Nothing. If it snows, and guess what? It's probably gonna snow again. Or Ray gonna come back.
Nope. I was about to say, Atlanta is going to do an open letter to the Ravens. Hey, y'all. You want to up and come down? Don't break no knobs.
Ray Lewis is to Atlanta during the Super Bowl.
That was a wonderful night, though, man. I was losing my voice by the end of it. That Super Bowl was amazing. The daggone Ravens, they put that work in. Man, it was an awesome night. Grand opening. Never forget it.
But yeah, I mean, you know, but going back to what we were talking about, yeah, London would be a great place to go to. London would be great. I mean, You saw what happened the last time when they went for that other pay-per-view that they did. You saw the reactions. You saw how they acted. Um, what was that place where the AJ Styles was in the match and the ring and the hard camera was shaking? Where was that?
Oh, yeah.
Was that Ireland?
I thought it was Germany.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
I think they can do it.
Oh yeah, that
over
was
the
Germany.
next
It was
9
Germany.
years. They can do it over the
Yeah.
next 9 years. But 50 is back home. You can play around and
Oh
experiment.
yeah, definitely. Yeah.
But 50 is MSG.
Yes, I agree with that.
And that's how you.
Yeah, 50
you know,
would have to
work
be.
that out. Yeah. But outside of that, everything else
Yeah,
will be
50
fair
would
game.
definitely have to be.
Right. And the only place I would not send it though
And if they keep
is
doing
Saudi Arabia.
Agreed.
And
I
nothing
would like
now,
disrespect
if
to
they
them,
keep
but they got enough.
if they keep going the way they're going though, they could start doing residency in Vegas.
Well,
You
I
could
wouldn't
probably
mind
see a
seeing a
lot
Royal
more of
Rumble
Super
in a
Bowl
sphere.
in Vegas.
Yeah. They need to do the Royal Rumble in a sphere. That would be exciting.
Yeah, in the sphere. Everybody trying to get into the sphere right now.
Yep. After YouTube blew it off the roof and then UFC did their thing, possibilities there.
Let me throw this out there. You can do it in LA at SoFi. You can do it in San Francisco at Levi. You already been to Vegas. You don't have to go to London. We got plenty of venues around the country.
Yeah, but here's the thing. It's the greed part because they would say, well, we're doing it again. LA again. This place again. Even though there's only been, a certain amount, but they are still agains for the amount of pay-per-views that they've done. But now they're chasing records and first times and money. That's all it is. What can we do when we get that bag? What can we set up the next time? How can we elevate our ask? Hey, if we just made $1 trillion out in the UK, they come back to the US. What do you have to give us to be able to us to agree that WrestleMania is coming to your town now? That's all that is. I mean, and the cities are already bending over as it is, just to get Mania there. It's almost to the point to where they're like, hey, you get the stadium for free, you get the tax breaks, free catering, but what else you need? We'll give it to you just to have it here because of the economic impact. And I get it, but we'll have to see. Yeah, I agree. FedEx Field.
Right? Yeah.
Well, shoot, if the Indians get their ways, Redskins will be coming back, and that's another irony right there. Like they worried about, oh my gosh, indigenous people, they don't like the name. They the ones campaigning to get it back.
They never wanted the Redskins to leave because that was like somebody that they were emulating somebody. So they wanted to keep that. They never said they wanted that gone. It was all those woke people that said that they wanted it gone.
Well, you do know that from like 1990 all the way up until actually it was before that. It started in the 80s when I did the research. They said that some Native American groups would complain and protest and things like that. And then it came to a head when the Daniel Snyder thing came out. And they got their wish, and then everybody's like, well, that's not what we wanted. And then it's a group called I think it's like the Guardian Association or something like that. And they claim to be a Native American group, and ain't nobody in the group Native American at all. But they got petitions upon petitions.
They took them too. That's what Paul Mooney would say. They took them.
Let me explain something to you. Even though there are high school teams named Redskins, that name is not coming back to the NFL. That's all.
Who knows? Stranger things have happened. That's one thing about life. What's old is new again. All we need to do is just get to the generation that's not pudding-hearted, and things can come back. Either that or comedy is going to be dead as a satire very soon. One of those two things is going to happen. Because, if you can't tell a joke anymore without somebody getting offended,
And I tell a lot of offensive jokes. I tell you that.
Yeah. So, Sunday Raj, you got any sneak peeks, sneak previews for tomorrow? KG?
Of course. Tomorrow we will get into week 7 of the NFL. And we will talk about, we have a 5-pack of games, possibly 6-pack of games. We'll talk about the Yankees versus the Guardians that's going on right now. I think it's 2-2 on the top of the 5th. I'm sorry, bottom of the 7th, end of the 7th. It's 2-2. The other night, Thursday night, when the Guardians came back to win the game, I told Matty Ice, don't stop believing. Matty Ice, if you out there,
don't stop believing.
There it is. Don't stop believing. I'm a Yankee fan, but I know what I know.
You what?
I'm a Yankee fan, but I know what I know.
What the fuck? Oh, get me off this daggone show. Hell no, you should have led with that shit. That wasn't on your name tag.
No, but Matty Ice is a Guardians fan, so I told him don't stop believing.
I don't care about the Guardians. Them daggone whack ass Yankees.
So we got that, and then what else we got? We're gonna talk about the WNBA finals, which game 5, fifth and final game is tomorrow night, 8 p.m. So we got to talk about that.
Can you talk about Angel Reese being her own distraction or her own worst enemy?
I don't even give it any credence. I don't even talk about it because what is she going? She was saying that her WNBA salary does not cover her expenses. That's why she does all the other stuff.
Like that shouldn't even be on social.
Saying that, and she's got an $8,000 a month mortgage or rent on wherever she's living.
Who told you you lived there?
Who told you that? No, see, this is what I'm saying. Now, these same people that defend her, and I know I'm jumping off real quick, but let me get this off my chest. These same people that defend her about having an $8,000 rental payment, not mortgage, rental payment on an apartment, a condo, whatever you want to call it, $8,000. These are the same people that clown Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown for living in a $225,000 house in other states that other than what they play in. Mm-hmm. And they clown them because they don't have mansions. No, these guys are smart with their money. They got the bag, and they say, yeah, I got the bag, but this is how I'm going to keep the bag.
Yep.
Jalen Hurts has a house down in Texas, and when he goes home in the off season, he lives in the house with his parents. Oh, man, that's stupid. I'm not living with my parents. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. I'm going to get me a ranch, and I'm going to get me, and then next thing you know, when your career's over and the money stops, your ass is broke. Shut up. I hate people that have never had money try to tell people that got money how to spend money. Bitch, you ain't never had it before. How you gonna tell me how to be a millionaire when you ain't even a thousandaire? Shut up.
Ask them what they did with their stimulus money. Show me your stimulus money in your bank account. That's the true test right there. Show me what you spent your stimmy check on. Because
crab legs and lobster with that money.
Going ham.
A lot of these folks, they got that stimulus money and they think Donald Trump gave them that money. They willing to vote for his clown ass. Guess what? That was your money, you dumbass. He just put his name on a check because right after the following year when you filed your taxes, they got that damn bread back. Stop it.
Every penny.
Stop it. But you want to tell somebody with money. Hey, guess what it was? It was a loan with Loan Shark payback. We got hustled by the dude on the corner flipping a coin and a toothpick. That's what we got. And
Lenny.
Essential worker my ass. All the essential workers got fucking screwed.
Yep.
But you can't listen to people, and I don't understand why she goes on social media to say something like that. Number one, you paint yourself as the villain, then you cry. No. If you're going to be the villain, you're going to wear the black hat. Wear the black hat proudly. You know people going to come at you anyway. You already got 2 strikes against you. You're a woman and you're black. That's already 2 strikes. You want to play the villain role? Play the villain role and play it to your part. But what you have to do Don't say that people are sexualizing you and complain about people sexualizing you when you're walking out and you're sexualizing yourself. You're walking out damn near in your drawers, and you think people not gonna look. Baby, they're gonna look. You like 6'3". Come on now, you're a model. People gonna say stuff. I need you to have stronger skin, thicker skin, more backbone. Fuck the haters. Go get your bread.
Yep.
That's all you need to worry about. All that other stuff about how much you making and how you making your money and why you doing this. You don't owe nobody no goddamn explanation about shit. Do what you got to do. Do what you need to do, and do what's for you. Because at the end of the day, these people that's on the internet talking about how you should spend your money and why you dumb and you shouldn't do this and you shouldn't do that. The people that talk about how you shouldn't have all these doubles and all that stuff. Those are the same people that ain't never went nowhere in life. They ain't never did nothing in life. But they mad at you because you doing something, so they want to hate on you. Man, fuck them. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Fuck them.
Well, if you're going to do something, join Only Wrestlers. The clean kind, not the Nubian Sumo kind.
But you know what?
Why it's got to be Sumo kind?
No, we know what kind you want.
We know what kind you want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
we know what you need.
Yeah.
But thank you for that preview of the Sunday Rise. I know it will be an epic show in the morning. And also, shameless plug, make sure y'all check out In the Passenger Seat with the Gentleman Jack. So that way you can get that nice little cool Need for Speed intro. So,
you got hit. He dropped bars on Wednesday night. It's In the Passenger Seat with Jack Carr and his backseat driver, the Midnight Rider.
oh, there it is. There it is. There you go. Make sure y'all check that out. So, we got plenty of things of interest throughout the course of the week. So, as always, the Sideline Junkies Podcast Network will be here for you. So make sure you check us out on the social medias and all that fun stuff. And then, every Saturday we will be coming through, especially as we ramp up for that WrestleMania special time of the year is coming sooner than later. Survivor Series is going to get us close to the pin. And then before you know it, we're celebrating 2026 and more importantly, the Royal Rumble. And as we get closer to January, we will be starting to speculate on who will be making a triumphant cameo appearance. You never know. And right now my money is on AJ Lee as a front runner to somehow end up at the Royal Rumble next year. Not sure she'll compete, but it would be pretty cool. So for the big guy KG, the Nubian Sumo, Wrestlemaniacs, as always, diversify your bonds.
Konnichiwa, bitches.